Alright, what's going on guys? It's Mossy aka Cybex Trades, and today I'm going to do another trade recap and review. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Today's the 22nd, Wednesday, and yeah, I pretty much broke a lot of rules once again. Over traded, and yeah, so I only traded, let's go and break it down. So I only traded Snow and Spy. First trade was on Snow, so if we go ahead and look at Snow, the reason why I didn't watch this was because I was looking at the continuation of it based on the hourly, the 4 hour and the hourly. Because if you guys can see here, let me go ahead and zoom this out. You guys can see here, kind of had this like somewhat of a, I guess it looks better in the 4 hour, but it had the structure of like, okay, if it can break this level, I was gonna look for a retest and then enter calls here. Basically, yeah. So first trade, if we go ahead and look at that, pre-market didn't really look too good. Like, I didn't really like these gap ups. I mean, that should have been already assigned to be honest with you. But I don't really trade Snow often, so I'm not like too expert at it or even watch it that often. But yeah, so basically I was looking at this and I was like, okay, if we can get a nice push right off open and go to like 172 or 173, it's definitely possible within its ATR. So yeah, if you guys can look, enter the 172.5 calls with two contracts right off open at 79. So entered pretty much right here. I entered it when it was holding the 9 EMA. So if you guys can look here, if I put on my little studies here, if I put on my, there we go. So entered pretty much right here, out of this candle here. Decent entry because it close to VWAP. So I was like, you know what? I'll have VWAP and the 169.7 as my 0.17 as my stop loss. We tapped 170 for a quick second and then we pretty much rejected, came back here, and then I exited right here. So that was my first trade. It was a loss. I exited right here because I was like, oh man, it didn't even hold VWAP as you guys can see, and it was right at the end. It made this kind of a symmetrical triangle. Kind of broke down here again, and then I traded here again around 720, 730. Enter the calls here again at same contracts, I believe. Yes, same contracts at 177, 172.5. And then I was like, okay, cool. Can we tap and break through 70? It's holding above VWAP, reclaimed it, buyers are present. But man, I didn't even focus on the volume to be honest with you. Like I was looking at it, but I wasn't looking at it that much because the contracts were dry. The spread on the shares, the equities on the tape was just so wide. I was like, man, how was volume coming through? There's no way. And yeah, I exited here once again, broke below VWAP. I was like, okay. I held this for like 15 minutes and nothing happened. So I don't know why I traded again, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's basically all of my trades on this ticker. Probably not gonna trade this again unless it's like really looks really good because that wasn't really like an A plus setup. Looking at the bigger picture, it was more like a say like a B minus B setup. So yeah, and the next trade, majority of my trades here is on SPY. So as you guys know, it's traded often. So yeah, let's get straight into it. For this one here, I was looking at 455 as a key level to either reject or go long. That was my initial game plan. And as you guys can see, we went up here ripped off right off open, rejected this 456.40 level here, and it came back down huge, just like extremely fast. And I was like, okay, cool. We came here once again, broke through 455, closed below it, and then retested it here. And as you guys can see, that retest, and then we got the spread candle again. I entered right here. Now looking back at this, it's obvious, without me even saying it, just a trash ass entry. Like I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm actually getting like very frustrated with myself that I keep making this, and I need to really reflect more deeply onto why this is still a thing for me, and just overall just focus. So I'll have to really deep dive into my psychology once again and really overview a lot of things. So yeah, entered the 452 puts, I believe so. Yes, 452 puts here, right around here. So I mean, if you guys look at the entry, it's like what the heck, what is this entry? Entered here and then I scaled the second one here. Stop loss was pretty much like right here, 450, 450 really. It was really 450, 450, but yeah, 450, 450, and I hit that and I exited here at 35. And then I entered here once again when I saw this reject. I was like, okay, cool, it might be rejecting again, 455. And then I entered here, and as you guys can see, I mean, I'm just, I'm not really even waiting for any confirmations or anything. I'm just entering because, oh, I see the rejection. So I deserve this loss. I deserve all the losses today so far. And yeah, so I stop loss exited over there. And then basically, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. And the last trade, whatnot, is this one right here. I came back from the gym and I saw the trend line break. And on top of already over trading, I was like, let me take this trade because I just need to teach myself a lesson, because I was like, okay, oh, trend line, but it's that impulse. It's like that, my psychology, like that impulse that is just like needs to be worked on. And overall, that's what just, I just deserve this loss. So anyway, entered here two contracts at 36, and then added five. So I was just basically full porting the whole power. I was like, you know what? This is my profit target. Let me see if we can hit this or here, trim here. And as you guys can see, it didn't happen. Came back, put the stop loss above this little box area, exited at 34. And yeah, total down of 110 on the day. Very disappointing risk management for me, and overall just patience. And yeah, so I have a lot to look back on and really journal and focus on what I need to work on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.